Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Towns. I'm picking up just a couple of game days after the last episode ended. My trader is still working on finishing off the deals. I've ordered a few more rooms with some of the furniture that I just purchased. We'll do a little bit more decorating in here later. And I just got this message that says Siege. And I scrolled over to this corner, or it pops you over to this corner where the siege came in. And I started scrolling back and I saw all these little slimes, wherever they are now. There we are. A whole whack of little green slimes. I'm thinking, oh, that's not a big deal. And then I scroll a little bit closer and then I saw these guys. Down here, down here, down here. 3 goblin leaders. And they're all coming in real close to where my people are, my farmers are working. Unfortunately, my heroes has got 1 in the dungeon, 2 are having a nap, probably healing, and the 3rd is down in the dungeon. They're really in no position to help us. So this could very well quickly become a very bad day for my my townspeople. We're still trying to recover from, losing 2 guys on the last episode, and we're trying to recover from having almost starvation earlier. Happiness is still very, very, very low. I'm trying to let them catch up on some of the jobs, some of the backlog of work that they have to do without ordering additional tasks for them. So once they get finished catching up on these walls, they've got all of these blocks of mud and stone down here and so on and so forth that they have to pick up and start storing away. So usually when they start having that much of a backlog of stuff to do, they tend to get a little bit grumpy, I guess, because there's more work to do than they can get finished, and it tends to slow them down. So I'm also very low on food. I've got apples, I've got some fish, lots of cactus fruit, a little bit of bread, lots of blue radishes. They're picking those fairly consistently. Lots of pears. So the fresh fruits they got lots of. But anything prepared that I've ordered to be prepared, they're still really slow and far behind on. Basically, I need more farmers. I need a couple more ranchers. I'm going to have to take all of these carnivorous plants out and move them because they don't do the job I want them to do. I'd like to put in a couple more chicken farms actually at some point. But yeah, so let's see what happens if we can survive a siege of 3 goblin leaders. And these guys actually have some fairly good damage, high defense, and fairly strong attack. So we'll speed this up to normal. As of this moment yet, I do not have any town guards or combat units or anything. I simply just have not had a chance to build any of those. Oh, we got the heroes are getting into battle. Awesome. We might have a chance to live. 2 goblin leaders are down. 1 to go. 3 goblin leaders are down, and we did not die. I still have a bunch of slimes coming in. But now I have a goblin head. I believe goblin heads can be done on a goblin pole. Here come the slimes. They don't move that fast, so they're fairly easy to kill, and most of my guys are either armed and or armored. And this hero will probably attack them first anyway. But that tells me that I really have to focus on getting some additional defenses set up to deal with these sieges. That's an interesting thing to have happen. And alright, well, we're still working on doing the rest of these trades. Once my coins reach over 643, he'll sell me the next item, which is these wooden beds. It's basically a matter of my trader person in the remaining 21 of these green gels, which are all over the place, and 304 of the stone blocks. So yeah, see, every time my trader brings one over, which is the girl with the green hat, we get a little bit closer to another deal, and then another item will show up in this inventory here. The reason I like to try to have the reason I like to try to have a lot of storage barrels near the market is simply because it makes it a lot easier for my traders to just grab from a storage barrel or whatever, as opposed to having to haul it from all over the map. Well, that siege did not go nearly as bad as I suspected it would, which is probably good. So I'm going to pause for a bit here and let this run, and let a few more things get caught up on building and getting built. I would like to actually try and get this next floor started, and then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do on this floor. This one down here, this main floor, I'm going to put another hospital in here, and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to put another what do you call this rooms? Another arena in or not, but definitely going to put a hospital in there, and maybe another section of tavern. Just keep ordering the tavern areas. I don't know how many people one tavern supports and how effective it is at drawing people in, but that's the only it's the only area that is apparently for drawing people in. I don't know what the balcony is. I haven't tried this one. I'm going to have a go at that one as well. So yeah, we'll pick it all up in a few minutes and talk to you as soon as something else happens here, kids. Be right back. Well, it's been a few more days since I paused last here, and believe it or not, yep, another siege. This one again is 3 of these goblin guys and another whack of slimes. The heroes haven't gotten any new heroes, and 2 of them are underground. 1 is hanging out near the thing. 3 of them are underground. 1, 2, yeah, 3 of them are underground, and 1 is hanging out by my farmers. I still have a lot of work that's getting done. It's slowly getting done. My trader is still working her buns off trying to finish dealing with this one merchant. We're down to the point now where she's starting to collect stones. She stopped picking up all of the green slimes, and now she's picking up stones. So this will help get rid of some of the stone that I have. But I've been looking at this siege. This is the second one that's come in this area. So I'm thinking what I might do is try to channel them towards a particular spot. Like I can have them come over this way, and that'll force them into, say, a bottleneck over here by continuing to dig this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order this to be dug out like so. There, like that. I'll order this dug out, and then as soon as they have got some of it cleared up, I'll flood this area. It won't happen on this siege. It'll be a couple of days before they get that done. And as you can tell, they're still working on trying to clean up from this excavation over here. I'm not sure what I'm going to build in this area, but I was thinking of building a new main building once this one here is finished. I'll build another large building over there. Basically, I'm starting with my starter town, and I want to just keep building additional larger and larger structures as I delve more and more underground. This one's going to, I think, maintain being my primary underground access. I'm going to turn this little room here into sort of a large scale in-dungeon storage kind of room. I'm probably going to put a guards room in here. I was thinking of a second room, and I think that's what I might do, is put a guards room in here, as well as one down here. Or down in the dungeon itself, barracks down there. I really need is more people, and the only way I can get more people is to have more food being produced. Unfortunately, taking people off of other jobs, like because I've lost people. I've lost one digger and one of my building people. So taking people off of other jobs could affect productivity of anything. Basically, if I take my last digger off, there's going to be nobody doing any mining. And if I take my last builder off, then there will be no items being built, no walls being constructed or anything like that. Not too big of a deal. I mean, both of those guys are doing basically the same thing, but as you can see, there is a lot left to be worked on, and a lot of items left to be hauled. So we'll let them continue, and we'll see how this siege goes. So we'll let the game keep rolling. Eventually I'm going to put defenses up. I have no choice. I have to put defenses up, because I'm assuming that as I continue to delve deeper into the dungeons, that these sieges will get more and more dangerous, to the point where my townspeople will not be able to defend themselves at all. I suspect I'm about to lose one guy here real quick. Yeah, there's one down. The wizard walked right past the two goblins and wandered away. Oh, it's actually three of them. All three of them have grouped together, and they ran into my town. That's a human corpse. There should have been a human person dead there. Alright, so did I lose two people? is not good. It would appear as if I've actually lost a couple of people. We're down to 11 here. And we're being attacked by the slime wave. One hero's joined into the combat. There's another hero, another person down. We're down to 10 people. Three of my people have died. Alright. That's going to mess me up a little bit. Well, a lot. First things first, let's order 3 more graves. Make sure I've got 1 person in building. Okay. 1 person in building, 3 cooks. I'm down a couple of cooks and some farmers. And a trader. I need to have that trader keep going to continue trying to work out these deals here. But now everybody's got to be working on food and only food. So as soon as this guy's cleaned up these 3 corpses, now, why am I down a hero here? What's going on there? He decides to leave my town. Why? Dude, where'd you going? Don't go away, man. No choice. And sometimes these heroes just come and they go. Like, you really have no control over them. Okay, it looks like that's 1 grave down. 2 more to go over here. There's still 1 down in the dungeons, but unfortunately, they won't build that one until I tell them that they can actually go down into that layer of dungeon. As soon as those last 2 graves have been made, I'm going to turn my builder onto cooking. Because there's too many of these food barrels are empty, and that's not helping cheer up my people at all. Having some prepared food is good. I really do need a bunch of people whose only job is hauling goods. It's basically all they do is just haul goods. I need guards and I need guys to haul items, and that's their only 2 jobs. Guys that need guards and guys to haul items. And without a minimum of 15 people, you're really struggling to keep your town functional. I find less than 15 people, it really starts to struggle. You run out of food very quickly, and a lot of items don't get finished. And without the food production happening, it'll slow us down substantially here. So we'll just let these last 2 graves get done. Last 1 grave now, hopefully. Worried about making bone candles. I need you to make a grave. Yeah, there was the last person that died, the digger that died down in the cellar here. And nobody's supposed to come down to this level to pick anything up, so it's going to be unfortunate. There's a lot of material down here, but unfortunately they are not, the heroes have not cleaned enough of this dungeon out to have me allow guys down here at all. There's the other human corpse that I still wanted her to finish putting into a grave. Alright, I guess this one is done doing the building that I wanted, and she's back to putting these walls in. As much as I'd like to leave her doing this, I really do need people working on farming. If I have to turn her back over to a farmer, and I'll leave my ranchers going, and they'll continue to drag items back and forth into inventory. Hopefully start collecting chicken eggs and also dealing with some of these sheep. And I can't move these plants. Once you've planted them, again, you can't dig them up and move them. So something to remember. But I think that's going to do it for tonight there, kids. And I'll talk to you all next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.